Marathon. What a Stanley Cup. Way to go, Calgary. Darryl, you and the boys. Unbelievable. Very excited about our show tonight for the awards, for the nominees, and for our presenters. That's Senator Frank Mahovlich and his beautiful wife, Marie. The Big M, it's great to have you to present the Hart Trophy later tonight. Frank, I'm sure you know the closest thing we've had to a Cinderella run like that was probably 1971 when you shocked the Boston Bruins. It was Game 2 in that series that really turned the tide. Montreal had lost the opening game. They were down 5-1 in the second period of Game 2, and Frank here played a big role. John Ferguson, I know you're just up in behind Frank. John scored the winner. Frank scored the 7-5 goal, and from there on, 27 points, 14 goals. You were amazing, and that was a remarkable run. So thanks, Frank, to have you here. As you know, Russell Crowe is over at the Gardens right now. He's filming Cinderella Man. Didn't ask for any plugs or promos. He is a hockey fan and wanted to be a part of the show. So he'll be deking in a little later on for the Lady Byng Award. He's no Mike Ribeiro, but this guy can act. We love you. We love you, Russell, for your role as Captain John in Mystery Alaska. I'm sure you know that's the story of a bunch of guys up in Alaska figure they can beat the New York Rangers. I didn't say anything, Glenn. I didn't say anything. Never mind the guys in Alaska. Where was the guy who wrote it living at the time? Anyway, it's really a treat to have Russell here. Where's Marty St. Louis? Marty, there you are. What a performance. What a year. We had you in makeup. As long as we could have you in makeup, there's no way to get rid of those cuts. You earned them. 1 minute to go in the game. Of course, a big hit. And I was sitting with Don Cherry, and he says, you know, Ron, I got hit just like that. Where's John Tortorella? He says, I got hit just like that with a minute to go in the Calder Cup Championship in Rochester. And the good news was they took grapes to the doctor. They checked his head, and they found nothing. Like that goal judge in Calgary. Okay. Sorry, Gary, I have to do it. Let's do a little vote here. Was the goal in? Was the goal not in? Okay, well, we're in Canada. That's a little unfair. It was a fantastic save. There was less evidence there than the Martha Stewart trial, so I know why you didn't overturn the thing, but don't feel bad, Gary. In the Tampa Tribune, the 2 goals by Ruslan Fedotenko in Game 7, they weren't in either, so seem to have a little trouble tabulating votes and things down there. But anyhow, enough about that. Would you please welcome the man who scored seven game-winning goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs, 1 in every round, first PE Islander on the Cup, the leading scorer of the postseason, MVP, Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Stanley Cup champion, Brad Richards. Brad, I know you and Marty and John are probably just waiting to go to bed. Congratulations. What a show you gave us. I was saying, any good little story about you or your teammates that comes to mind over the last 48 hours?
Well, I think the best story we all realized was when Dave lifted the cup. And 22 years it took him, and you know what? It was so special. No one really got emotional until he lifted it and jumped 4 inches off the ice.
Well, and he was really gracious about the Flames, too. And you know what's funny? You were in the crowd waiting for the Calder Trophy 3 years ago, and they brought Ray Bourque up onto the stage, and so I know that was a really special aspect of all of this. Tell us about the Conn Smythe Trophy. Your family get a chance to share that with you?
Yeah, it was funny because Dad held it for probably 20 hours and took it home.
Your dad, Glenn, eh?
Yeah, he took it home, and we had breakfast with it in the morning, and it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, with a guy who waited 22 years, he had the cup, so I had to settle for this, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah. Hey, the breakfast thing makes sense. It's a replica of the Loblaws grocery store. But that's another story, as you know. Show us one thing. This is probably the most special part for Brad. If you go down the file that he's going to be, there's only 6 spots left, and then they'll have to, because Jean Beliveau won it first in '64. But you're going to go right here next to J.S. Giguère and look at the file. I don't know if we can get a shot of it, probably not, but look who's on top of you.
I know, that's, I didn't even notice it, but when my teammates said that, Bobby Orr and Wayne Gretzky, and they were looking at it going, wow, look at that. So that's when it felt pretty special.
Humble when you lose, even more humble when you win. You were that, Brad. What a go. Brad Richards, ladies and gentlemen, just stay right here. We're going to bring on a couple of guys for the award that you were nominated for, the Calder for the Rookie of the Year. Here to present it, one guy is representing The Rock, which is a special party place he and I both love. And the other guy is from Newfoundland, the home of Michael Ryder. Would you please welcome two great singers, Great Big Sea, Blue Rodeo, Alan Doyle, Jim Cuddy.
Well, we've got three finalists from all over the great country for this award. One's from Belleville, another's from Red Deer, and one is from beautiful Bonavista, Newfoundland.
This is a special time for these guys, and they've risen through the ranks of minor hockey to have breakaway first seasons in the NHL. You only win the Calder once, and it is a sweet moment.
Calder Memorial Trophy.
From the New York Islanders' Trent Hunter, a two-way power player, burned up the scoring charts with 25 goals. A triple threat with speed, strength, and size.
From the Boston Bruins, Andrew Raycroft, the runaway leader in rookie goaltending. Razor-sharp reflexes. Stood tall between the pipes all season long.
From the Montreal Canadiens' Michael Ryder, the pride of Bonavista, Newfoundland, led all NHL freshmen with 65 points. A creative, intelligent playmaker.
Congratulations to everyone.
And Alan, tell us who the Calder Trophy goes to.
Congratulations to everybody. This year's Calder Trophy goes to Andrew Raycroft.
First off, I just want to congratulate all the nominees and winners tonight on their great seasons. I want to thank the Boston Bruins for the opportunity to play in the NHL this year. I need to thank my teammates, obviously. Without them, I can't stand here tonight. All my friends and family back home, for all their support over the years. I want to thank Aaron, and most of all, thank my parents for all their support, dedication over the years. Without them, I'm not here either. So, a lot of credit goes to them. So, thank you.
The NHL Awards continue after this.
Back at the NHL Awards, free rides, our little tribute to Ville Nieminen. This was a great year for USA Hockey. We'll touch on that with Kevin Allen of USA Today a bit later on, but it was also a great year for Canada, both World Championships. First of all, on April the 6th, in front of the Sea of Red in Halifax, she was part of Team Canada's 2-0 win over the USA. And on May the 9th in Prague, Czech Republic, after the Swedes went up by a score of 2-0, Jonas Höglund and Daniel Alfredsson had two big goals. The captain came through. Canada won it in the end by a score of 5-3. This should be a race for the Jack Adams Trophy Coach of the Year. Please welcome Ryan Smith and Jana Hefford.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Tampa Bay Lightning on the Stanley Cup Finals. And so here we go. Each of the nominees for the Coach of the Year has its own way of leading a team to success. But all of them possess one trait that's essential for success, and that's commitment.
They're truly gifted men, blessed with the ability to inspire and motivate their players to perform well beyond their perceived limits. Here then are the nominees.
The Jack Adams Award.
From the Calgary Flames, Daryl Sutter.
The artist who painted the town red.
Daryl applied a simple formula: strengthen your roster.
Gain respect, and a championship team will follow.
From Tampa Bay, John Tortorella.
Took his club to its first 100-point season.
John paid attention to little things and got big results.
From the San Jose Sharks, Ron Wilson.
Rejuvenated the Shark Tank.
Winning the Pacific Division title.
Pushed the young Chargers to get the job done.
And the winner of the Jack Adams Award is
Coach's stick.
John Tortorella.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the nominees in all categories tonight for such great seasons. Second of all, Ronnie, with his team in San Jose, such a great year. Daryl, with his team, just such a fantastic year and just such a great finals. Our team has a tremendous amount of respect for you in Calgary and what happened in the past couple of weeks. I congratulate you and your organization. My wife, Christine, my son, Nick, and my daughter, Brittany, thank you. All the crap you have to put up with me as we go through this, as every coach, thank you. The Broadcasters Association, thank you as far as your thoughts with this award. I don't know where my coaches are. Craig Ramsey, my associate coach, Jeff Reese, my assistant coach and goaltending coach, Nigel Kerwin, our video coach, Eric Lawson, my strength coach, Jay Feaster, my general manager. I just want to make one point. I don't consider this an individual trophy. I consider a collection of people within an organization trying to find its way, trying to do it the right way. It starts with the leadership of our general manager. It works through the coaching staff, and then it falls on to the players. We have two here representing us tonight, in Marty and Richie. I have to say, my first run with the Stanley Cup in 4 rounds to see what these players do, we can all say that it's difficult, but to be able and fortunate enough to be with them and to go through it with them and understand what exactly they do, it was just fantastic. So this is an organizational trophy for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I will accept it in behalf of the team in an organization trying to find its way and trying to do it the right way. So I thank you very much.
Congratulations, John. That was nice of you to thank everybody. It's so important to park your ego. And anyway, this is a really nice touch. The Frank J. Selke Trophy is next, and I'm sure you know we have John Sr. and Junior Ferguson here to present. And what's really neat about this is, of course, that it's two great men. It's father and son. Junior did a wonderful job with the Toronto Maple Leafs here. But for John Sr., I don't know if anybody knew this, Frank Selke is a legend in the game, a great architect who built the Toronto Maple Leafs with Conn Smythe, made a great trade for Teeter Kennedy, set them on their way again in the 40s, while he went over and really saved the Montreal Canadiens and gave them a great run in the 40s and 50s. And the last professional hockey player Mr. Selke Sr. ever signed was John Ferguson Sr. So I know this has got to be a big moment for John. Would you please welcome for the Selke Trophy presentation, John and John, the Fergusons. To the game of hockey, and we have a Hall of Famer here to present the award. Tell us who it is.
please help me welcome the legendary coach of the Ottawa 67s with over 1,000 victories and 2 Memorial Cups. His perseverance to hockey got him to the Hall of Fame as a junior coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Kilrea.
Thank you very much. One of the best things about coaching is watching young players rise above challenging circumstances. This year's recipient has risen above several challenges with extraordinary determination. Drafted first overall, Brian Berard won Rookie of the Year in 1996. Life was looking good and great for this young man, but in year 2000 he suffered a devastating eye injury. Everyone thought his career was over, but only Brian believed he would come back. After months of rehabilitation, Brian stunned the hockey world and returned to the game he loves. Now leading the way among Chicago Blackhawks young skaters, Brian's courage, strength, character has inspired his teammates, players, and hockey fans everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Bill Masterson Trophy for 2004 to Brian Berard.
Ross Trophy, Martin St. Louis of the Stanley Cup champions. What a goal. That's the backbreaker in the Stanley Cup. There's no doubt about it, Marty. Overtime in Calgary, Game 6. Might as well start with that. Tell us about the goal.
Well, it's obviously it's probably going to be the biggest goal I've ever scored. But we were in the locker room between the first and second overtime, and Brad Richards sitting next to me, and he has 2 goals. And I'm like, Richie, come on, just get the hat trick. You know, I'm so tired, the altitude and everything. And I'm really trying to deflect it somewhere else. Come on, you can score. And fortunately, we were able to score on our first shift there in the second overtime and give ourselves a chance to get a Game 7 at home.
Well, you made the great hit to start the play. Actually, Brad did an unbelievable job to get his stick on the shot from the point by Tim Taylor. I couldn't believe how fast he got it over there.
You know, with the play of Kiprusoff, you really need to get in front of him or tip pucks because he's really controlling his rebounds, and I think that's kind of screwed him up a little bit.
Tell us about how Mats Naslund became your hero as a kid.
Well, obviously, growing up in Laval, watched the Canadians play. He was number 26. He was the smallest guy on his team, and I totally associated myself with him. I don't know why, but because I was much taller then. No, yeah. You know, I could totally see myself through him. I was always the smallest player on my teams, and I wore 26, and it was great. It gave me motivation to play hard.
He was the first European to play for the Montreal Canadiens. Le Petit Viking. Mats, can you hear us okay?
I hear you very well.
How about that? This is live, 4 o'clock in the morning in Sweden, ladies and gentlemen. Mats Naslund. Who, by the way, has won everything that you can win. The Olympics, the Stanley Cup, the World Championships. But must give you a kick, Mats, to see what Martin St. Louis did wearing your beloved number 26.
Well, when I read in the papers that Martin dedicated the number of NCs, for me it made me very proud, and I've been watching a few games even this late at night.
I know you've met as a kid. Do you want to ask a question to Mats?
Well, Mats, I think one year we had the Humpty Dumpty practice at the old Forum because we were going to represent the Canadians at the Pee Wee tournament, and you took some penalty shots on our goalies, 5 shots. And you gave me your stick, the white Torspo, and I lost it. I forgot it in a hotel and when one of the youth hockey tournaments. I was wondering if I could get another one.
I don't think they make any Torspos anymore, but I can give you some other sticks for sure.
Thank you.
Mats, we'll give you the last word. You just wanted to pass along your congratulations on the Art Ross, I know.
Yeah, Martin, you have class, determination, and courage. 38 goals, 56 assists in 82 games is very impressive. It was a thrill to see number 26 carry the cup again. It reminded me when I saw pictures of you and Fredrik Modin, 86, when Larry Robinson and me was beside each other. Larry is also twice as tall as I am. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work on television over there, Mats. Look forward to seeing you World Cup.
Thank you, good night.
Isn't that special? Our next award is the Rocket Richard Trophy, which goes to the top goal getter in the NHL this year. Hart Ross Trophy winner 3 times, Hart winner back-to-back, one of the most beloved hockey players of all time, the one and only Flower. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Guy Lafleur.
When I was a kid growing up in Thurso, Quebec, all we watched on TV was the Montreal Canadiens. All us kids wanted to be Maurice Richard and wear number 9. Il a toujours été pour moi une grande source d'inspiration dans toute ma carrière. Mr. Richard was more than a hockey player. He embodied the spirit of the game, and always think of him when I see the immortal words in the dressing room. Nos bras meurtris vous tendent le flambeau, à vous toujours de le tenir bien haut. This year, three players tied for the award. Each recipient netted 41 goals. Our first winner, unfortunately, couldn't be here tonight. From the Atlanta Thrashers, Ilya Kovalchuk. His co-winners are here tonight. One is from the Calgary Flames. The other is from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome Iginla and Rick Nash. Congratulations to all.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations to Jerome and Ilya for great seasons and great playoffs. So that was fun to watch. But most of all, I owe the award to my players on the Blue Jackets as well. Wouldn't be standing up here if it wasn't for them, and also for Columbus Blue Jackets and Doug MacLean for giving me the opportunity at such a young age to play. And last of all, just my family and my parents and everyone that supported me all the way through it. Just want to say thanks.
Honor to receive from such a great scorer, Guy Lafleur, great player. This is something I really have to thank my teammates. Such an unselfish group, so fun to play with, and I owe them so many passes. And honestly, guys, if I can't shoot, there's no way I can get the shot off, and you're wide open. It's coming. I'd also like to thank my lovely wife, Kara, and my family for their encouragement, and the Flames organization for always giving me an opportunity, and the Flames fans, for raising the bar on what a great sports city should be, and most of all, God for all his blessings that helped me be here today. Thank you very much.
Great job, Rick and Jerome. Was that specifically for Steve Montador? I don't know. Remember Montador wanted the puck. Anyhow, next up is the Jennings Trophy, and here to present it, we have a gentleman who actually moved to Burbank, right across from where they filmed Let's Make a Deal. And Monty Hall, great Canadian from Winnipeg, was a bit of an inspiration in his career. He's been on Seinfeld, Friends, That 70s Show, a founder of Kids in the Hall, great actor and a writer. Please welcome Kevin McDonald. Kevin.
I'm glad to be here tonight to give this award to the goaltender with the fewest goals against. Goaltenders have historically been a brave and industrious lot. You younger tykes probably don't know that hockey nets used to be 30 feet long and 10 feet high. If your goals against average was under 45, you had had a good year. It was a different game back then. Before 1960, goaltenders didn't wear masks. In the 40s, they didn't have sticks. They just used oven gloves and a slinky. In the 20s, they weren't allowed to wear skates and were forced to play only wearing their underwear. In fact, here's a famous quote from Sticky Landerson, the goalie for the New York Roundabouts in the 20s. He said the following during an actual game: God, I'm cold. God, it'll hurt if the puck hits me. Hey, I look good in my underwear. Oh my God, is that an octopus on the rink? I can't feel my feet. It was a different game back then. Now it's time to present the winner of the 2004 William Jennings Award. Please help me welcome Martin Brodeur.
In goal from the New Jersey Devils, Martin Brodeur. On defense from the Ottawa Senators, Zdeno Chara. And from the New Jersey Devils, Scott Niedermayer. At right wing from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Martin St. Louis. At left wing, from the Vancouver Canucks, Marcus Naslund. And at center, from the Colorado Avalanche, Joe Sakic. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2004 First Team All-Stars. Gentlemen, please stand up and take a bow.
Next, top-selling indie band The Trues as the 2004.
And then he went out on the ice this year against Philadelphia. Well, that's a bit from behind. That's a bit of a temper tantrum for a goal scorer, but that's a bit from behind as well. That's a bit verbose. Well, anyway, never mind all that stuff. Something must have been bugging him down under. And that's our cue. Would you please welcome Academy Award winner, Best Actor, Mr. Russell Crowe.
G'day folks, good evening. Now hockey is all about action. A combination of speed, skill and physicality exhilarates both players and fans alike. Now in any game where emotions run high, sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct are universally admired. Tonight's nominees show that hockey, at its highest level, transcends mere sport and can become art.
The Lady Byng Memorial Trophy.
From the Ottawa Senators, Daniel Alfredson.
Tallied 80 points with only 24 penalty minutes.
The Sens' career leader in goals, a player with strong character.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, Brad Richards.
Third in team scoring, only 12 minutes in penalties.
A cornerstone in the Lightning franchise. His cool head prevailed.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, Martin St. Louis.
Skated to the top of the league with 94 points.
Plays big every game. A go-to guy with class.
And the Lady Byng Trophy goes to Brad Richards.
Well, I just want to congratulate everybody else that's here tonight, and it's well-deserving, everybody that's nominated for every award. I also want to thank the writers for recognizing me in this. And I already talked to Craig Ramsey about this. I think the reason I won it is because I'm always in perfect position. That's why I don't take any penalties. So anyway, I want to thank also my teammates because they made it possible to be here. Thank you.
Brad's getting tired of winning awards. Way to go, Brad. I take it all back. Russell Crowe is Mike Ribeiro. No Alexei Kovalev, mind you, but no, that was fantastic. Really nice to have him here. Next up is I thought that was, well, anyway. Clancy Award. When you think of Lanny McDonald, you think more of the man. Played for his final season, he had 80 points. He was always a star upon whom you could count. He's here to present the Most Valuable Player Award, the Hart Trophy. Would you please welcome Senator Frank Mahovlich, the Big M.
I'm pleased to be here tonight to present the beautiful trophy. It represents the pinnacle of individual achievement in this great team sport. Like true warriors, tonight's three finalists gave it their all, night after night, and their passion for excellence guarantees hockey will continue to be the most exciting game in the world. From the New Jersey Devils, Martin Brodeur. From the Calgary Flames, Jerome Iginla. And from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Martin St. Louis. And the winner, Martin St. Louis.
Thank you. Wow. First of all, I want to congratulate all the nominees and the winners tonight, especially Jerome. I had the opportunity to start my career in Calgary, and I was very fortunate to have a guy like Jerome around. I was a guy getting called up, getting sent down, and Jerome was a guy who would take time and really come over and talk to me, and that really made me feel good. So thanks a lot, Jerome. And I'm really... Marty as well, great year, great career, still many years to go, and I'm really pleased that in August I'll be playing with you, not against you. I want to thank the Writers Association, obviously, to vote for me. Without their votes, this couldn't be possible. I think the most important people that I have to thank are my teammates. This game is a tough sport. You can't do anything by yourself. You need the supporting cast, you need the people around you, and I definitely have that in Tampa. I would like to thank Jay Feaster for believing in me, bringing me there along with Rick Dudley, as well as John Tortorella for playing me and believing in me as well. He gave me a lot of confidence. It allowed me to blossom the player that I am right now. I would like to thank my family, my friends, obviously my mom and dad, my sister, been a big part of my life. My beautiful wife, Heather, our son's gonna be 1. I've said it many times on Sunday. And she's happy to get her husband back now because I've been gone the past 2 months. I would like to thank my 3 college coaches who really made a big difference in my life, not only on the ice but off the ice, Joe Gervais, Mike Gilligan, and Roger Grillo. I want to make sure I thank everybody I need to, but anyway, thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
That's nice stuff. And Marty, I want to thank you for remembering Sports Center in the national news. Anyway, he uses that long stick, so when he gives it away to some lucky kid, they won't forget it. What a year for everyone involved. Good luck to the kids at the draft. We'll see you at the World Cup, and we'll send you into the night with the Jeff Healy and Healy's House Band show. Thanks all. Good night.